KWQC-TV, the news leader, making a difference in the Quad Cities. Live from the KWQC Broadcast Center in downtown Davenport with Morgan Otier and Kyle Keel. This is Quad Cities Live.
And today on QCL, we'll meet an adoptable four-legged friend and learn more about the urgent overcrowding issue happening at shelters nationwide and here at home. Plus, holiday shopping doesn't have to bring you to big box stores. We'll take a look at festive fashion and gift ideas from a local boutique that's packed with style. And a trusted name in the Quad Cities for more than a century, Whelan Presley continues to expand its services while keeping families at the heart of everything they do. And that's where we begin today. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Morgan Otier. For 136 years, Whelan Presley Funeral Home and Crematory has been a trusted and compassionate partner for families across the Quad Cities. And now, with 4 locations, they continue to grow, evolve, and serve our community with the highest level of professionalism and care. Joining me this afternoon is David Venhuizen, Funeral Director, President, and co-owner, along with Joseph Perez, Funeral Director, Vice President, and co-owner. Joe and David, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having us. Thank you for having us.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so 136 years is I believe the number that I use. So David, let's start with a little bit of background. The business started in the 1800s.
1889 is when the funeral home was founded.
It's crazy.
And then from there, we've had a couple different locations. But then the Whelan family sold to Stephen Presley, who Joe and I bought Stephen out, and we've ran the funeral home for almost 8 years now.
It must be meaningful to have all of that history behind it.
You know, it really is. It's a lot to live up to.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing that we always say is we're not going to be the ones that let drop the ball as we're going through our history. So.
Yeah, and people may not even realize you have several locations now. So the main facility is now in Rock Island.
It is. So it's a relatively new building.
Yeah.
So we also have the Knox Chapel, which is also in Rock Island, which is where our crematory's at. And then we also have locations in Milan and Reynolds.
Milan and Reynolds. And Joe, you also have a sister location in East Moline as
Correct.
well, under a different name though.
Yes, Van Ho Funeral Home, who's also been in business for over a century.
Okay.
And carries along with it such a nice legacy as we do as well.
Right, and important to the families, you know, in that community. It's kind of like, you know, you've kept that at the basis of everything you do is that people first, you know, sincerity. So tell us a little bit more, David, about Knox Chapel and what that is used for. You said that's where your crematory is, but people use it for all sorts of occasions as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've had just probably about a month ago, we actually had a wedding there.
Okay.
So it's a beautiful building. It goes back well into the 1800s. It has a beautiful chapel, and folks find that not only can we use that for funerals, but also for weddings, and it's been very nice.
Yeah, we've got photos of it on the screen right now, and it is beautiful and very close to your other location there in Rock Island. So, Joe, what do you think sets Whelan Presley apart from other funeral homes, not only in the area, but just everywhere?
I think just the attention to detail, just our staff, the way we present ourselves. You know, when we talk about the legacies of the funeral homes, what's more important is what we do for families, and that's, you know, celebrating the legacies of their loved ones.
Yeah.
And that goes a long way, and we say all the time that even though we're serving a family who's lost somebody that's no longer currently with us, that legacy lives on forever through their families, through something, mannerisms, or something they've been taught or done, and that's very important.
And you help them celebrate that and express that, and it is incredibly important to families. You know, we talked about it before we started the show today. It's a very people-first job that you all do. And speaking of, I mean, you spoke of your staff and their attention to detail. David, you have quite a large staff across your locations as well.
We do. We have quite a few funeral directors. I think there's 10 that we have now. And we also have 17 support staff,
okay.
which we're all very proud of them. They all do a wonderful job.
And it equals to quite a bit of experience when you've got, you know, 10 funeral directors who I'm assuming have done this for, you know, a long period of time. It's something that they're familiar with, and just dealing with folks, meeting them at a time in their lives that can be very different depending on the situation.
Absolutely. Every family is different. So it's up for us to has funeral directors to meet them where they're at, and then to walk them through this process, which many times is, for a lot of families, it's the first time they've ever had to deal with a death in their family.
Right.
So we're there to take them through that.
Yeah. And so while we have a little bit more time with you, I want to talk about some of your services. So your pre-planning services, Joe, and your you've got live stream services. So really keeping up with the times and the fact that people, especially, you know, when you think of during COVID, can't always be traveling. Right. So you've kind of moved a little bit with the times when it comes to that.
Correct. And COVID was really what really catapulted that ahead for us, and having the live stream technology and the recording. We do that in-house as well as use an outside party, QC live streaming area, that helps us with that as well.
Okay.
So we do a wonderful job of that. And then pre-planning is such a vital, important part of setting a family at ease later in life. So if someone passes away and the children or the spouse comes in, it's like we did this a number of years ago, and it really just sets them at ease, knowing, hey, we've taken a lot of the decision making out of it at this point.
And one other thing very important to people are the pet services that you have. That's something that means a lot to families as well.
Oh, absolutely. We're affiliated with Blackhawk Pet Crematory, Blackhawk Crematory in Rock Island, and we offer, you know, pets are part of everybody's family.
Yes.
You know, and they're so important. And we felt very strongly about that, and it's really worked out well. So another thing that we can offer.
That's just one more thing that you can offer families. Whelan Presley Funeral Home and Crematory has multiple locations, as we mentioned, to serve various communities across the QCA. That main facility is located on 7th Avenue in Rock Island. You can give them a call 24/7 at the number you see there on your screen, 309-786-5421. You can also visit them on the web anytime at whelanpresley.com. David and Joseph, thank you so much for coming on the show today and just sharing a little bit about your business and yourselves with our viewers. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. Coming up on QCL, shelters nationwide and here at home are seeing a record number of pets in need. What's behind the surge and how you can help keep animals out of overcrowded spaces. Shelters across the country, including right here in the Quad Cities, are facing an overcrowding crisis. More pets are coming in, but fewer are being adopted, creating a sometimes heartbreaking situation for families and the organizations trying to help them. Joining me now is Patty McRae from the Quad City Animal Welfare Center, along with an adoptable four-legged friend as usual. So Patty, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
And we have little sweet Jonesy today. He's adorable.
He really is. He is darling. He's about 2 months old. He's a little neutered male, and he is just lovely. What a sweet little boy.
He's so cute.
So cute. He does have 3 siblings too, and they all are little orangies.
Okay.
He's the lightest of them, and then there's a couple that are darker, and then there's one that was really dark and kind of the mackerel swirlies. So anyway, if you're only looking for one kitten, here you go. If you want to get 2 or 3 or 4, we gotcha.
Yeah.
This is such a nice litter.
Well, yeah, and you do say too, sometimes with kittens it is better to have at least one playmate.
Yes, I absolutely think that's the best thing you can do.
I love that
So you
excuse.
could do 2 and 2 then.
Yes, you could do 2 and 2. I just absolutely love that. Before we move on to what's kind of a more serious topic today, I just quickly wanted to show everybody these. Your pet photo calendars are out. So, and these are for purchase, and of course everything benefiting the shelter. But tell us a little bit about how these get created every year.
Yes, so we do a photo contest online, and then people will cast votes.
Okay.
And then whoever gets the most votes, which Katie got the most votes
Aw,
this year, and
Katie.
I got to meet Katie. She's lovely. She's a golden retriever, sweetest dog ever. And then the rest of the other 12 highest votes are each one a month.
Each month, okay.
Yeah, so there's some really sweet, cute animals in there. There's some of them that are actually our alumni, which I love to see that. They're doing great in their homes. But we've
Yeah.
got those for sale at our
all
shelter and clinic, and then some other locations around the Quad Cities.
Well, that is just so great, and so I'm glad that you brought these so that we could show them off, because what a great cause, and just like the cutest calendar you could possibly have. So moving on to kind of a more serious topic today, which I'm glad that you brought this up because it's very important. So shelters across the country right now are seeing record intake numbers. Why do you think, what is the reason behind that?
I think a lot of it has to do with housing. Housing is not as affordable for folks.
Right.
Rent is going up. I think that pet-friendly rentals are very hard to find, and sometimes they do require a pet deposit that maybe folks aren't able to afford.
Right.
And so choosing between having a place for their family to live where they can keep their pet or not, I understand that it's heartbreaking if they can't keep their pets, but they have to have a place to live that they can afford.
Yeah, a heartbreaking situation, of course. And, you know, paired with that, adoptions are slowing down.
Yeah.
So what are you seeing as potentially the reasons behind that, or do they correlate in some way?
I think in a way they do. People do not want to take on another responsibility. They don't want to take on more financially.
Yeah.
It is, yes. They don't want to take the vet bills and the food, and so we understand that. October was a really slow month for our adoptions,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
So we're full again,
Yeah.
and so are all the other shelters in the area.
We're full again. Okay, so just a reminder, because we talk about it plenty, adopt if that's something that you're considering, foster, donate, everything is going to help the staff. And one thing that I wanted to mention quick before we wrap up with you today is there's sometimes options that you can help folks out with. So if they just call you and say they're in a bind, there's potentially something that you all can do to help them out.
Right, right. So we do have our low-cost clinic where we offer low-cost vaccines and spay-neutering at low cost. And also, if they just need a little bit of food, or you know, they need maybe a cage or something that they want to borrow,
Right.
just give us a call. Let's see what we can do to help.
Perfect. Well, Patty, thank you so much. And Jonesy, thank you so much. And still to come on Quad Cities Live, a skincare product that visibly reduces under-eye bags and wrinkles. Sounds like a holiday gift. We'll get details on a rapid reduction serum called Plexiderm.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
We are seeing a lot about Plexiderm, either on social media or on TV. They promise to help shrink your under-eye bags and hide your wrinkles from view. Well, if you haven't tried it, get ready to be amazed. Today, we are joined by lifestyle consultant Annette Figueroa. Annette, thanks for being here today.
Of course, thank you for having me. And I'm always so happy to talk about Plexiderm. I use it, my dad uses it. This product is amazing.
Yeah, it's always good when you really believe in the product. It's so much easier to share that way. And I want to start, Annette, with some of the most incredible before and afters. We're going to put them up on the screen. Describe what we're seeing here.
Yeah, so you're looking at real people with real problems. And this is the dramatic results that you can expect to see when you use Plexiderm. Not only does it make you look more refreshed, but what I love about it, it's a confidence booster, because when you look good, you feel good. You're also looking at Samantha, and she's beautiful, but she has struggled with the under-eye puffiness and the little bit of dark circles at a very young age, which can really make you look tired. And look at the dramatic results here. You look refreshed, more youthful, and like you had the best sleep of your life. And to be honest, that's exactly what I use it for, because I don't remember the last time I had an 8 hours night of sleep.
Yeah, truly. And those before and after images are amazing. Like the work that this does is incredible. You wouldn't think that this takes just 10 minutes. Okay, so you hear Plexiderm. If you've never heard of it before, you might think I have to go to a doctor to try this out. This is actually just a topical serum.
Yeah, so it's a simple serum you do in the convenience and privacy of your own home. Just like you said, you're going to apply it to a clean, dry face, and you're going to wait the full 10 minutes. And I always say, take some me time. If you haven't used it before, though, watch this happen, or take a before and after picture, because you're going to be speechless. It really does turn back the clock. And what it does is it creates an invisible layer that tightens and smooths the skin right before your eyes. They use silicates found in shale clay. I have very sensitive skin. It has never bothered me once. And I call it literally my Rise, Plexiderm, and Shine, because that's what you do once you use it.
Yeah, incredible. And I know you were talking a little bit about the time-lapse video. We just played it again, and it really does show within 10 minutes how big of a difference it makes with just a topical serum. Can you tell us about any studies that may have been done on Plexiderm? I know there have been a couple of recent studies.
Absolutely. So 2 studies in February 2019, one on the effectiveness, the other one how long it lasted. We saw an 80% reduction around the eye area. That is the top reason why people use Plexiderm. A 74% reduction around the mouth area and an 85% 25% reduction around the forehead area. That's actually where I use it. And I had done an internet search, how to get rid of the forehead lines. It said pretty much by injection only. Well, I think you need to give Plexaderm a try first, and how long it lasts, up to 10 hours, as long as you don't get it wet. So stay out of the rain, don't jump in the pool, and you're good to go.
Okay, that's wonderful. And it works on the wrinkles too. So I think that's a question that everyone has. Obviously, we all want to take care of our under eye bags and our dark circles, but the fact that it also can work on wrinkles, and 10 hours is a really long time. I mean, that's longer than a work day for most of us.
Yeah, so it is up to 10 hours, but let me tell you, when I use Plexaderm, it works for me most of the day.
Wow.
And another thing that I love to tell people is it works incredible with water-based cosmetics. Make sure it's water-based, but also less makeup because you have less to cover up, which is my favorite part.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, because you want everyone with under eye bags and wrinkles to give this a try, you actually have a really great trial offer for the people that are watching us today.
Yes, we have an incredible offer. We have a 6-day, 6-application trial pack for $14.95. Free shipping, 30-day money-back guarantee. All you have to do is call 1-800-694-7019. This is for men, women, anybody that wants to look more youthful, feel like themselves, step out with confidence. Plexaderm will do just that.
Awesome. Okay, well, we just put the QR code up on the screen so that folks could utilize that. And of course, giving our viewers a chance to take the Plexaderm 10-minute challenge, as we talked about. Well, today, just as Annette was talking about, you can try it. Again, $14.95 with free shipping. All you have to do is visit plexadermtrial.com or call the number on your screen. It's the number that Annette was just talking about. So again, that's plexadermtrial.com, and there's the phone number for you, 1-800-694-7019. Again, 10 minutes a day, you put it on, you go make yourself a cup of coffee, and Annette, it sounds like we're just ready to get on with our day at that point.
Yes, absolutely, and with confidence.
All right. Well, Annette, thank you so much for joining us today and telling us all about it.
Thank you so much for having me, Morgan.
Of course. And still to come on QCL, from party-ready outfits to pieces you can wear long after the holidays, The Clothing Co. has you covered. We'll show you how to support local and stay on trend next.
Quad Cities Live continues.
The holiday shopping season is here, and it is the perfect time to support local. The Clothing Co. in LeClaire is stocked and ready with festive looks, great gift ideas, and wardrobe staples that can take you from holiday parties to everyday style. Owner Katie Thompson is joining us now. Katie, welcome back.
It's great to be here again.
It's so great to have you in the studio because you're always bringing beautiful items with you from the shop. Now, for anybody who hasn't seen Katie on the show before or is unfamiliar, can you just tell us a little bit about the Clothing Co. because you have kind of like tons of boutiques inside one location.
Yeah, we're 10 small businesses inside one store. So our whole concept is that we help business owners save on their overhead costs by housing them within our store, but it creates a really unique experience for you because you move through and experience a lot in a small space.
Yes, you can always find what you're looking for, no matter your age, and none of that matters because there's something for everyone. So you have been dealing with construction outside the Route 67 businesses for a while now. So that obviously has to have some effect at some point.
It does. It is beyond a detour, Morgan. Like it's a construction detour for traffic, but it's a detour for customers too because they're dealing with gravel and how do they maneuver around. But we're open and everything is getting to the point of completion.
Yay.
The sidewalks are in and just in time for everyone to come do their holiday shopping. So we're super grateful for the people who have handled it well and shown up for us now. For the ones who've been waiting, it's time to come back.
It is time to come back, and it makes perfect sense, right? You want people to come, but sometimes that very small thing, that detour, is the thing that will keep people away, and that's absolutely not what we want, right? We want to support our local businesses. So you mentioned that you are fully stocked for the holidays, so let's talk a little bit about what shoppers can expect to find. On screen right now we have a gorgeously put together full outfit.
Absolutely. So Morgan, one thing in our store, we never go too heavy into a holiday or something that's just going to be a one-time style event. We'll have some fun pieces for you, our Santa, Hanukkah or Merry Christmas, but we also want to make sure that there's things that you can carry out throughout any of the cold weather months.
Perfect.
Transitional pieces, things that you can jazz up. And you and I often talk about jewelry. So we have 3 jewelers within, and we're making sure that we can dress up your outfits along the way as well.
You absolutely can, and something that I love to see, I love how you put everything together. So we've got our very adorable Christmas sweatshirt right here, which I can't keep my eyes off of. But this that you have over top of it, you could wear it all of fall, you could wear it all of winter. Yeah, there's the red and the green in it, but it, like you said, it's you know, it's pretty transitional.
Of course, and think a holiday party, your child's school party at school that you're going to be helping out with. When you're shopping for pieces, it doesn't have to be fast fashion.
Right.
It can be things that you carry in your wardrobe and you use other times as well. So just like you mentioned, the flannel shirt, you can get plenty of use out of a flannel, but dress it up and now it's festive for Christmas.
And now it's festive. Okay, so as we wrap up with you, just why is it so important for us to be supporting local businesses, small businesses, especially right now, this time of year?
Yeah, your dollar stays in the community so much longer, Morgan. So when you shop with a small business, that's going to continue on because we're going to use it to support your youth teams and in other small businesses as well.
Well, perfectly said. And the Clothing Co. is located at 425 North Cody Road in LeClaire. We've got the info on your screen. Katie, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Morgan.
Absolutely, and thank you so much for watching QCL. Jeopardy's next, followed by your news at 4.